Jim Krenn, no restrictions. Thank you very much for joining us. Brought to you by Yinzer Products. Our Yinzer Products with Larry and I are putting out, and my friend Dick Roberts. Yeah, Rob Rogers. The cards, Yinzer cards you can get, Yinzer candy. Yinzer hot dogs are on their way. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I want
and Yinzer Pop. Yinzer Pop, go to Grandpa Joe's. Grandpa Joe's. I love that place.
Oh, Yinzer Pop. You didn't tell us about that.
I have Yinzer Pop. Allegheny River Water, Southside Sangria, Hazelwood Highball. Sorry. And so anyway, you can get that at Grandpa Joe's right now in 7-Elevens, some select 7-Elevens around. And soon to be other stores, but we're looking forward to it. But the soda pop's going great.
You know, you're the Sam Walton of Pittsburgh.
I'm trying to become that.
And the hot dog is going to put you over
I want
the
to
top.
be that. I want to be that guy that we all talk about. You know, like, hey man, ask that guy. You know what you hear about Sam? Said they made $160 million last year. No, yeah, you're kidding me. I want to be that guy you guys talk about.
I think the hot dogs are going to take you to a new level.
You think?
I'll be one of your biggest customers.
You could say, you know what? I know that guy. Did you hear?
He sold 1 million hot dogs.
1 million hot dogs.
It'll be like McDonald's.
2 weeks. Yeah.
The sign, 1 million hot dogs sold.
Did you see the movie Ray Kroc?
Oh, I'm just talking about this.
Oh, my God.
It's a great movie.
Michael Keaton.
Fantastic.
Pittsburgh's Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Jim Pitulski's on sound, by the way, just to make sure everyone knows.
Engineer Jim. Thank you,
great.
Jim.
Thanks, Jimmy. I got to say, Ray Kroc, he did not come off as a very nice man.
Well, it was truthful.
He came off as a little bit of a prickly.
I was going to say, you're going to use the P word or the D word?
Prickly.
The prickly word.
He was very prickly, let's say. Fill in that blank, whatever you want.
I just had this discussion with friends of yours 30 minutes ago.
Yeah?
Saul and Brandon.
I love Saul and Brandon. We'll have Brandon on the show
We were talking about...
Next show we'll have Brandon on.
We should. We were talking about Tim Horton's story, the coffee breakfast guy up in northern New York, Canada, hockey player guy that died tragically, and how his wife literally gave away that business, and Saul brought up the story of McDonald's. Similar story.
Well, they got
the McDonald brothers.
Well, they kind of got railroaded out. Well, they just didn't figure out. Remember in the movie, according to the movie anyway, that he got the land, knew to get the land, and that was the smart thing on his part. He's a good businessman. I mean, it was ruthless to watch, but he's a good. And I love McDonald's, man. I don't know what it is. I love McDonald's. Like I have to have a Big Mac like every 4 months. Like I have.
Really?
Like I don't know what happens.
That's why you look so young.
It's all about McDonald's. But I just go nuts. And you know what else? Their oatmeal's really good, too.
Okay.
That's a surprise, I know. I'm telling you. I highly recommend it.
I'm not an oatmeal guy.
I recommend it. So we have a Christmas special John's doing December 16th.
Yeah, at the Oaks Theater.
At the Oaks.
In Oakmont, Pennsylvania.
The beautiful Oaks Theater.
And I hear we're going to have a surprise guest.
Surprise guest is coming by. In January 20th, I will be at the Oaks. I hope to see you there January 20th. Tomorrow night, I'm at the Penn Hills Moose. I'm excited about that.
Let's put the date in there because who knows, somebody might be listening.
When they're listening.
So it's Saturday.
December 2nd, 2023. Right. December 2nd, 2023.
Penn Hills Moose.
As we were recording this on a Friday.
Yeah.
So if Jim gets this,
turned around
in time.
It's a lot of pressure.
And then we're good. So,
you do know I'm a Penn Hills guy.
I did not know that's your hood.
Yeah.
That's your hood? You grew up there?
I like to say excuse me, I like to say I have a PhD.
What's that, a Penn Hills
diploma?
You all right, John? You going to drop over on me? Don't drop over on me, John.
No, I won't.
You got a cold?
I have a cold.
Do you? I got a little bit of nausea thing going on today.
I have a little cold.
Like it's like something I ate, I think. I'm just hanging in there. So if I just yak. Oh, get some water. Go ahead. It's all right. This is a loose show.
Keep going.
John's going to get some water. So we're kind of under the weather a little bit then today. I'm sipping on some Coca-Cola. It kind of settles my stomach. John, you sound all right. Might have to give you the Heimlich or something. John's coughing pretty good. He's getting there. He's getting the water, making his way back over. Do we have to have like a nurse present for the show recordings now? What's going on?
I'm interested in that. Okay. Like one of those young 22-year-old Swedish nurses.
Yes, to take your temperatures.
Yes.
So you're right. All right, clear the throat. Take a deep breath. Like this. Meditate. You ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Penn Hills.
Penn Hills.
You graduated from Penn Hills, huh? High school?
1979.
Bill Fralick went to Penn Hills.
I think Bill was 1980. He was younger than me.
If you don't know who he is, listening,
what a great
little
guy.
younger. He was, he's one of the greatest offensive linemen in the NFL.
He was a high school
History.
superstar. He went to Pitt, All-Americans, and just a great guy.
Yeah, I met him a few times. Nice guy.
I didn't know Bill. No, I mean, we knew him in school, but
yeah,
just a super guy. And
so what's it like? Was like going to school in Penn Hills?
Were
you big man on campus?
No, I was a nobody.
You quiet?
I was a landscaper.
You were
the girls didn't like me because I smelled like gasoline, working for my dad. But we graduated with
that's not
1,300 kids.
I remember I'm a North Catholic guy.
Yeah.
And Penn Hills was like a college. It was so big. It was like a university. It was 1,200 or something.
12 to 1,400 for like 6-7 years in a row.
My class was 235 or something. I graduating class, but that's why they had powerhouse football and everything. So you were the landscaper.
Yeah.
Smelled like gasoline.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working for the girls.
It didn't work. It didn't work for them. It didn't work for me.
No.
Yeah.
Then what happened? Did you break out of it in senior year or something?
Well, I went off to my mother died right before my senior year, which was pretty. Am I allowed to say shitty?
Sure.
Okay, that was pretty shitty, and struggled through my senior year, and then after high school graduation, my father was so hopeful I would become a landscape architect, which required education.
You do know this is a comedy show. I just want to make sure. You're going down a path. Oh my God, my heart's breaking as I'm listening to your life.
So
you are the most successful people I know in my life.
Well,
so
Penn State, New
God
Ken,
blessed you with a lot of stuff.
I made it for 2 weeks in college. 2 weeks. There's something funny. And then Dad sent me off to Michigan to go work.
Wait, you went to college for 2 weeks?
2 weeks, Penn State, New Ken.
What happened in 2 weeks?
Nothing happened. I said, I don't want to do this.
Wow.
Yeah, and my father was pretty upset.
Really?
Because he said, look, you've worked as a landscaper all these years.
Right.
I mean, I started when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And you combine your field experience with education, you'll be like the world's greatest landscape designer.
True.
And
he was right.
It lasted 2 weeks, and I got shipped off to Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily need a degree, to obviously you've
to be a landscape architect, you do.
Certain jobs that you want, you can do that, and other ones you can't. When I was a young kid, I was just graduated IUP, and I was on the road doing stand-up, and I remember doing this huge corporation gig, and the CEO of this huge corporation, I'm talking worldwide corporation, was there, and I got to sit at the dinner table with him, 22, just starting doing comedy, but I do corporates. That's where most comedians make their money. Still, till this day, corporates.
Yep.
So I'm there, and I talked to him. I said, being the CEO, I said, I just graduated in business, but I obviously want to be a comedian. My mom and dad were very happy about that. After I got a degree, so I'm going to be a comedian. Then, so I'm looking at, and I said, what did you major in? And he goes, phys ed. I said, what? He said, phys ed, man. He said, college, we just want to know if you have the ability to learn, and that's basically what that is. He says, no matter what your major is, we want to teach you. He said, Jim, it's like a bus ticket. If you want to get on that bus, you have to have that ticket. Certain jobs, so it's certain jobs need a ticket, but certain jobs you don't.
Well,
need
and there's a lot of very successful entrepreneurs
in training. There's also training programs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think today more than ever, there's tremendous opportunities for people that don't go to college.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of training programs out there.
Yep.
To do different things, whatever you want to do specifically. I got friends that are doing so well. So well.
Yeah.
And the unions and all that's fantastic.
Oh, the trades are tremendous.
It's fantastic.
There's more value in the trades than there's ever been.
So here we are at Christmas.
Yep.
It's one of our Christmas shows here. We might sneak another one in. Hey, you know what? We
Oh, and you're going to be at Steamworks.
yeah,
Is that the 22nd?
23rd.
December 23rd.
Our little Steam. I love Steamworks.
We love you.
Yeah, I love Steamworks.
Steamworks loves Jim Krenn.
So come on out. Bring your bottle, your food.
Yeah, BYOB.
Bring your cheese and wine or whatever you want. And
just don't bring your mistress. We're not that kind of place. We take video.
yes, but you'll be photographed
be
for sure. You're
exposed.
guaranteed being photographed. So we had all shows covered up. You know what? This is a weird thought. Every Christmas I think of when I'm on a plane. Okay, I just was in Tampa last week. Anytime I'm on a plane, remember and it wasn't in there anymore. It used to be. Remember the Air Mall magazine?
Yeah, they don't do. I don't travel
I haven't seen
much.
it.
They don't have the Air Mall magazine.
They might have it online.
I love that
I didn't
thing.
see it in the plane.
I would buy all kinds of stuff through there.
Yes, the Air Mall magazine had every gadget you could imagine. And I'll never forget the one they had. It was the mistletoe belt buckle. It was like
What?
1995, obviously a gag, but the mistletoe belt buckle was like
boy.
1995. And I would sit there and laugh at this thing going, that is genius.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple, but genius. And so here it is in the Air Mall magazine. And I'm thinking, this guy, some people roll their eyes. Some people were disgusted. Some people laugh. I like them laugh.
Yeah.
But he made millions off this. This thing was in there for years, every Christmas. And I thought about that. I said, what was this guy? He's sitting in his mansion in like West Palm. And his other people made money on hedge funds and things. And, how'd you do it? Hedge fund. I don't know. I owned a landscaping company. How'd you do it, Bob? Mistletoe belt buckle. No!
Mistletoe.
You're kidding. You're that guy. I know. I'd be so proud if I were him.
Well, it's innovative.
If I were him, I'd wear a gold one every year. A gold one. Walk around his mansion. I'm guessing West Palm. I don't know. This picture, if you're a millionaire, you go to West Palm. But anyway,
That's a good
the
place.
it is a nice place. Mistletoe belt buckle.
And they don't have the magazine anymore?
It wasn't available. It may be online.
Huh.
We could check online and see it.
And then what was the store
Get
that,
online.
that
Keep talking.
came out of all that?
Brookstone?
Brookstone, yeah.
Right?
What happened to them? Are they still around?
I don't know. I think so. Let's see. Wait. I'll type in mistletoe belt buckle. See what's going. We'll see if we can still get it. Because that's
We're going to
important.
find out if it still exists.
Yeah,
The
I mean, it's really
mistletoe.
important. People know.
And then I want to see if Brookstone still exists.
And yes, it does.
The mistletoe belt buckle.
Yeah, still out there. The guy's still raking it in. Just want to let you know.
Wow.
So it's good. So you got to go online to get it. It used to be the Air Mall magazine.
Everything's online. I mean, I prefer to go to a store.
93% of gifts this year
Don't
are
tell
online.
Me. Don't tell me.
Yeah, saw a stat.
That's bullshit.
So 9 out of 10 people. Well, I'm going to be busy. People with kids and stuff. You got to run around.
I know. You just press a button.
Yeah, you got relatives and stuff. Gifts you can press. So you get them sent right to them. Even
I know.
Little note, don't open till Christmas. But yeah. So I guess that's why. But I know what you're saying. You missed the fun ritual that I used to have, where you go out and you spend a lot of money and buy all gifts for yourself first. Get it out of the way.
Huh.
Because I said, well, I like to buy that jacket or something. I like that.
And then you like it.
Yeah. So after I get myself out of the way, then I shop for everyone else the next time.
Do you shop online?
No, I like to go. I'm old school. I like going to.
I do too.
I like going to the mall and going in there for 2 hours, walking out and looking around, going, "Where did I park? I don't know. I don't know where I parked."
You get lost.
Yeah,
I have
it takes a
people
while,
that
but
make
I
fun
get
of
it.
me
I find
because I go to the bank to deposit checks. They're like, "Why do you do that?"
Wow. Okay.
I said, "What do you mean? What you just you have online banking?" Yeah, I have online banking. Well, you do not need to go to the bank to deposit checks. And I say, "Yes, I do."
My girlfriend calls me dinosaur.
You go to the bank,
She
and there's.
says it fondly. I think I don't know.
It must be
Is
fondly.
that a compliment?
Is that because you go to the bank?
Well, okay. On a plane,
Yeah.
I like to have a ticket. Now
Yeah.
everybody has it on their phone,
Yeah, and you want to have a physical.
I like to have a
you print
ticket.
it. Yeah.
and I do like to go to the bank.
Yeah.
I like a teller. I like to see a teller and say
Absolutely.
hello.
Absolutely.
Not everybody does it online, on the phone, whatever. I get it. Hey, I get it. It's wonderful. But I just like it.
Yeah.
I like the ticket.
Yeah. I like going to the mall. Ross Park Mall.
I'm a dinosaur. I'll take it.
Yep.
Ross Park Mall's the place for Pittsburgh.
It is now.
Love Ross Park Mall.
When I was growing up, it was Monroeville Mall, remember? Monroeville Mall was
Mall was the king.
The king of everything.
For a while.
For a long time.
Century 3 took a little.
How sad is that?
It was big time.
It's deserted.
Now it's all deserted. It was big time. But Monroeville Mall, I remember the coolest thing was a couple things, really. They filmed Night of the Living Dead there.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they did. And there's an ice skating rink out there.
Ice skating rink?
How
with
cool
Papa
was
Go-Go
that?
hot dog place.
Yes. Hot dogs are great.
Right
Love
next
hot
to the
dogs.
ice skating rink.
An ice skating rink in the mall. That was so cool, though.
And you could watch all the people skating.
Yeah, man. That was the coolest thing ever. The malls are gone away a little bit. They're still around.
Gone away a little bit?
Well, yeah, because of shopping,
it's
right?
terrible.
Well, because online shopping, all that. But, still got it. Still got Ross Park Mall. Still got your food court.
Yeah. We do have a food court.
You need a food court to meet people.
Now, will you bring the Yinzer hot dogs to food courts?
Meet you down at food court.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually. We're starting out in, one location. I'm not allowed to reveal too much of it, but
I understand.
one location we got and a truck coming, and so it's going to be fantastic. And, more information coming.
Okay.
But I'm excited about that. Yeah. So that's I wish the ice skating rink in a mall. That was just, bring it back.
It was magical.
It's Ross Park Mall. Bring an ice skating. So that was like you could actually.
Well, we lived 10 minutes, 15 minutes from Monroeville Mall, and that was the place to go.
That was like a date
As
night.
a teenager, yeah. If you could get a date.
If you could get a date.
Yeah, if you could get a date.
You
probably
literally.
had dates. I didn't have dates.
No, in high school, what happened was our senior year, our talent show was in September, the beginning of the year. And I was very unknown. Like I was John Hinckley quiet. The real weird guy, quiet. So all of a sudden I do the talent show, and I did impressions of the football coaches, and they were real nice. They let me do it. I asked the coaches permission, teachers, and they let me do it. And it just killed. And I was like Napoleon Dynamite, because they had all the kids. Like there's always the great singer. There's always the kid who can sing, play the piano. You're always a great kid who can play piano, violin, and wonderful talent, dancing, gymnast. I'm watching this. There's 20 acts in front of me, and I'm like going, I don't have a chance. My buddies put me in the show. I didn't join it.
Yeah.
They made me. They said, come on, you got to do it. They said, my buddy, John Jordan, Jimmy Hickey. And they said, you don't do it, we'll be mad at you, we won't talk to you. And I go, you can't, you're my only friend. So I said, I can't lose my only two friends. So I did the talent show, and it was like Napoleon Dynamite. I did it. I walk off, and I never forget it. The MC came up to me. You got to walk back out. I go,
Place
why?
went crazy.
He said, they're standing for you. I walked out to about a full minute and a half, standing ovation in front of, now we had 250 in our class, but teachers and all the classes were in the auditorium, so in front of about 1,200 people.
I was going to say over 1,000. Yeah.
So over 1,000 people. I'm just a kid, 17, senior, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This feeling was something out of this world. I was like, this is wild. So I walk off, and I won the talent show. Next thing you know, I'm one of the stars of spring musical and all this stuff. So that's how it started. That's how the entertainment bug started for me. It started right there at North Catholic. Yep, and Mr. Pitulski, nicest guy. He was a teacher. Taught me Spanish. I could only count to 10 after a year of Spanish. That's it.
Okay.
But he was a great teacher. I'm just a bad student.
Right.
But he would, on Fridays, he would say, this is how good of a teacher he was and how smart he was. He said, Jimmy is going to do some comedy. If he makes us laugh, I'll let you out 10 minutes early. It was our last class, on a Friday. I'll let you out 10 minutes early if Jimmy makes you laugh. And I'd get up and I'd make him laugh. I would do something. I don't know whatever it was. I was desperate to get out 10 minutes earlier. Plus, they would have been mad at me. But that's how cool this guy was. I didn't realize it until years later, looking back, going,
Wow.
he was giving me stage time to figure this out, and I did. Eventually, I did. So
Did you
pretty
thank
cool.
him as your career moved forward?
Years later, I did run into him. Yeah, I did get to talk to him. It was pretty cool, though. I thought.
I'd say so.
Right?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yep.
But yeah. So, how did you start singing, man? That didn't just happen. You have to.
I love
You have
music.
to find that talent.
Well, my mother's whole family were musicians or gamblers or both. You know, the Italian
good combo.
thing.
I'm Italian. I know what you
Going
mean.
way back.
Oh,
right?
we play bingo.
They just, you know.
Right after church on Sunday, we play bingo. We're gambling. You got to play cards, and you have to learn how to play cards. You want to be my family.
Well, that's what they were, and music was everywhere, and I loved music, and I was screaming my lungs off one night at a local bar in karaoke, and
Really?
a friend of mine said, "Hey, there's a little band that is holding auditions tomorrow for a singer," and basically that's how it started.
Wow.
I went. I was horrible, and from what I found out later, there were like 3 guys. It was a trio, and I would have been the 4th. And
Okay.
2 of the 3 guys voted no, and the 3rd guy, who was very wise, voted yes.
Oh.
And he said to the other guys, he said, "Did you see the kind of car that he pulled up in?"
Nice.
At the time, I lived in my dad's basement, but I drove a Porsche 944.
What?
Yeah, and he said,
Wow.
maybe this guy can afford to buy us if we let him in the band.
He could buy equipment.
He could buy equipment for us.
And he could let me borrow the Porsche. They're
There
thinking
you go.
very smart.
So
band
that's
leader.
how
Very
we
smart band
started.
leader. That's like Sting probably started like that. in
Yeah,
his
only Sting
police.
is,
Yeah.
extremely talented.
Sting's like, well,
He's Sting.
Beatles probably started like that. I'm sure. I bet
Everybody starts
Paul
somewhere.
and John said, the Ringo has a Polish.
He's a push.
Hire him. You could buy us equipment.
Yeah, so that's
So
it.
that's how you did it.
That's what got me started.
See, but you had a yes. He liked you, and you
It
just
was
started
a cover
singing.
band, and then I quit. I got engaged. Promised my wife I would never be in music again, ever.
Yeah.
And then the end of the story is that about 5 years later, I got a call from who became a dear friend, Billy,
The guy who
hired me.
hired you because you can buy equipment.
Yeah, that's the guy. He called
He's
me.
my
and
idol, by the way.
He
Go
was
ahead.
from Kentucky. He lived in Pittsburgh, but he said, "Johnny, I'm writing some original songs. I'd like you to sing them, and maybe we can record them." And I said, "Bill, why would you want me to sing your songs? I suck." And without missing a beat, he said to me, "Well, maybe you suck trying to sound like Billy Joel or Bryan Adams, but if you sang your own songs, you wouldn't suck as much." Right? And it was boom.
Yes.
It was light bulb. Like, wait a minute, you mean original music? You can have your own voice?
It's your own voice. It's you, man. Right? Because
And I credit Billy.
Dylan, not the greatest voice.
Lots of superstars.
Yeah.
And that's how I got started in original music, and have never stopped.
That's so cool.
So that's my world, and it was because of Billy, my dear. He was like a brother to me to this day. I love him.
That's a genius. It would be funny if he said, John, you do your own songs. And the reason I want you to sing is I need new microphones.
I need
He needs equipment. He's still driving a Porsche. It's right. And you do write all your own songs. It's hard to write a song. I'm trying to write songs. I write comedy, obviously. I've been writing comedy. I can write scripts. But songs are just
Well, I
tough to
collaborate,
write,
Jimmy. There
it's
isn't a
great.
single song I have that says John Vento wrote it. It might be Vento, Zigarelli, McLaughlin, and Hawk, or there's because
Well,
I don't really
team.
play an instrument, that well, and so I'm more of a lyric guy, and a
I'm the
melody
same. I
guy.
know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just a quarterback in writing,
I love
not
it.
a writer.
I love it. So switching gears real
Yeah.
quick, Christmas, like I said, since it's a little Christmas theme, put the tree up, and I got to tell you a story. And every year, the tree, Larry, my dog, he's a Chihuahua. He's about 5-6
know about
pounds.
Larry. God bless Larry.
There's something wrong here. When I put the underneath the tree, the manger and the wise men and the little animals, he hates the wise men.
Really?
One in particular. I think it's the one with the myrrh. But
What?
he just hates him. He chews him. He grabs him. He hides him.
Really?
He hit him last night. He hid the wise man.
Just one wise
Just
man.
one wise man. The other 2 were knocked down though. He took care of them. Hid the others. One's of a
What
missing
does he
wise
do with
man.
baby Jesus and Mary?
Oh, if he could talk, he'd be like, Jimmy, I tried to save The baby. Keep the 3 bearded guys away from the baby. Especially the one with the myrrh. I got him hidden. I won't hurt him. I just keep him around till after Christmas. Tell him to stay away from the baby. You know what's weird?
Stay away from the baby.
Stay away from him. You know what's weird about that whole thing? And you're not religious. That's fine. We respect everyone. Happen to believe in God and all that, grew up Catholic, but Frank, the 3 wise men, all right, myrrh, which I brought that up because I don't even know myrrh's gold, frankincense, and myrrh, whatever. The guy who brought myrrh, I bet that is like this is our Lord and Savior. That's like your last minute gift at Rite Aid. I mean, he's like, the other 2 wise men had their gifts, and let's go, Bob. And he's like, whoa, what? It's his birthday. I didn't know that, man. Can we stop at Walgreens? And I get the camel, went to Walgreens, got some myrrh.
What is myrrh?
I don't know. It was something
Producer, engineer.
It had to be big back then. What is
it's
it?
What?
Spice. Oh, it's a spice.
Oh, myrrh's a spice.
Oh, good.
Does it still exist today?
Still today. Worst baby gift ever, by the way.
Don't get
myrrh. Spice. Here's when you grow up, you're gonna cook. Here, some myrrh. That's not good. That's not wise. That's a wise. How did they not laugh? They hold in laughter. Here's some myrrh for the baby.
Well, maybe
They're
back then it was
wise man.
Well, maybe back then it was a big deal, man. Well, they were in a stable, homeless.
They found him.
The Lord was born in.
Yes. They followed the star.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had GPS back then, huh?
Then Herod would have found them too.
Be like, hey,
that would have been a problem.
Oh yeah, that's true. Or though the wise one would have typed in like North Bar or something, said North Star by accident. Not Bar.
He would have ended up in Hazelwood.
You and your myrrh, you idiot. There's one of the 3 had to be an idiot. Let's face it, they all couldn't be that wise.
I don't know.
I think the 3rd one in. The 3rd one's the myrrh guy. So I don't want to pick on him. I think Larry has me fired up over him now.
You have how many dogs do you have?
Down to 1.
Oh, you're down to Larry.
Down to 1. Had a lot of animals through the years. Ralph the cat, famous.
Yeah, is he gone too?
No. Oh yeah, Ralph's passed years ago. It's really cool. My dog, I still use them in my act, and I use them as a live because it's just fun.
Yeah,
it's part of me. But anyway, right around right now was the greatest Christmas moment I've ever had in my life. It was both the hardest, saddest, and happiest all in one time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna do a movie script about it with Larry Richard. We're talking about, but anyway, my dog Gizmo, about 10-pound dog, rat terrier, little old guy. He lived at 20 years old. This dog, believe it or not. But
was that the dog with Viagra?
Yeah,
Gizmo. Right.
Yeah,
right.
So Gizmo gets lost in Banksville Park, in the woods. They have a wooded area there. And a friend was dog walking. And somehow Gizmo got away. Dogs start chasing, whatever. Uh-huh. Couldn't find Gizmo. And, it almost was an accident. So I'm freaking out. And it's right now. It's like, what is today?
The first.
It's like
December
right
the 1st.
Say it's the 1st, okay? He was lost for 3.5 days. They found him. I found him, actually, 3.5 days later in the woods. But here's what happened. All night, the first day, I'm looking everywhere. It is like a 10-degree day.
Oof.
Okay. This is in 2008, 9, that era. So it's like a 10-degree day or so, 15 degrees, whatever it was. And I'm worried. Snow, heavy snow, had fallen already. And so anyway, I'm walking, and I look at my watch, and it's 5:45, and I don't call the station. I call the station at 5:45. I say, hey, my dog Gizmo got lost. I'm looking for him in Banksville Park. That's all I said. They go in the air. It's all he said. They go, oh, Jim Krenn's not coming in today. He lost his dog in Banksville Park, and he can't come in. He's looking for him. This is how Pittsburgh is. This is why I love that I stayed here my whole career in life. Okay, I'm walking in the woods. I'm in the middle of the woods. This guy comes up, big dude, got his dog like a beagle or whatever. Uh-huh. He goes, hey, did you find him? I'm like, what? Did you find your dog? I go, what do you mean? What are you doing? He goes, I heard you were in here Lost your dog. Said, I took a vacation day. Come down and help.
Oh,
This guy took a vacation day.
wow.
Little old lady comes about half hour later. See this little old lady. She came down from her retirement home with her little poodle. They're looking for a gizmo all through the woods. By the end of the whole thing, like say in the middle of it even, I remember it being there at night and they had generators for lights. There was a big parking lot.
Oh,
there were
my
over
goodness.
500 people. I had
seriously.
counted over 500. It came across the crawl on the local news shows.
To help find the...
This
Wow.
said Jim Krenn dog loss. But anyway, yeah, it's Jim Krenn dog loss and news crawl. But anyway, that's how kind
Yeah.
people are. They're that kind.
See-
And our news people are different. Janelle Hall came out to interview me, and after the interview, she put the microphone, took her boots, and went out and went and looked.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's the character.
I couldn't agree more.
Of the people here, and I was just when I found them, I was overwhelmed with that love for animals, love for people. It wasn't because of me. It was because of community.
Yeah.
That's all. It's because they just knew about it. That's all. But that was the coolest Christmas gift ever to have that. And I remember holding him after 3.5 days. We found him, and we were partying. We're partying that night, right? So everybody's friends, and we're all in the house, and everyone left. It's like 11 o'clock, and I get a call from my buddy Andrew Stocky, and he was doing anchor stuff at the time. He goes, would you do an interview about Gizmo? I said, sure. So I'm in the kitchen, and I'm talking, because you can't be in a room when you're doing an interview on
with
TV
all the noise,
with your phone, some else feedback. But anyway, so I'm in there, I'm talking to Drew and everything, and then I'm thinking, I wonder what they're putting up on the screen. So I peek around, look at my TV. There's a big picture of Gizmo, like a headshot. I don't even know where he got it. It's like an actor. And underneath was Gizmo found. It was like real dramatic. Yeah, I was like, where'd they get that headshot? All of a sudden he's a star. Yeah. But anyway.
That is a wonderful
cool
life moment.
It really was.
It's a wonderful life. My favorite movie.
Yeah.
Not just holiday movie.
It was a wonderful life moment. Yeah.
That's correct. And that's Pittsburgh. And
that cool?
The in 1983, I had a choice to make. I was jet setting all over the country.
Right.
At age 20, 21.
Right.
Living the life of Riley. And I just wanted to come home. I just said,
it happens a lot now,
the
too,
Westinghouse executive folks, I want to go home. I want to move back to Pittsburgh and just go home. And they were like, are you nuts? We have an apartment for you in San Francisco and an apartment in New York City, and you can live in Miami.
Wow.
You tell us. I said, no, I just want to go back.
On the company, too.
I just wanted to go back home.
And that's it.
And that's when I started my business, May of 83.
And here you end up starting your own business, which was incredibly successful. And that's pretty cool,
and
too.
I have no interest. We live in a treasure. This region, because of its people, and this isn't just us saying it. Everybody says it. Because of the nature, it's the work ethic, it's the culture, it's the history. You combine all that together, and you get special people that are
neighborhood people,
that are wonderful,
loyal,
family oriented.
That'll go out in 10-degree weather, help
and
you
look
find,
for your dog,
and look for your dog. They'll do for any neighbor out there. They do for neighbors, their neighbor and people. And I'm proud to be a Pittsburgher, man.
Yep.
Yinzer
that is
Yinzer
a Christmas
proud.
story, man.
Thanks, man.
And the way they came out of the woodwork to help you.
Yeah, I could never give them enough thanks. And like I said, I'm real happy I never moved and live here. Now, the way the entertainment business is, really, you can be anywhere now. Technology's changed. For auditions, I still go to LA like every 4 or 5 months. My buddy Mark Eddy go out there with
Mark Eddy?
Mark
He's
on the
a
show.
cool
Another
guy.
guy everybody knows that listens to No Restrictions through the years. Mark is doing real well, doing his rock comedy concerts. He's living half the time here now.
Right. So I was just going to say.
So he has a
He'd
house
love to be
here.
more.
He has a house here and a house in place in LA.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. He's living in both worlds because he realized, his mom's wonderful. His mom's incredible lady. I love her. And, she's getting older. So he came back for mom and family stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Mark, we'll get him on the show, do a few of his songs for sure on here.
Let's do it.
But, yeah, man, I hope everybody has, Merry Christmas. Did you get all your Christmas shopping done? We talked about that
No,
earlier,
I haven't started.
You go out, right? You don't, obviously, you don't do any online, right? You don't do anything.
But
I do
Michelle,
some on Amazon.
now that we're married, we don't buy each other gifts.
Really? That's a really good policy. Probably for when you're married.
No, we
Poor
don't.
John.
This cough.
Poor John. He's getting crushed with the cough.
Forgive me, folks.
You know, I got to tell you.
We don't buy gifts for each
when
other.
real quick, when you cough in public, man, you get a scarlet letter put on your chest, like, get him out here.
Oh, I know.
Burn his body, get him out of it, because, my God.
I know.
He's got germs. Stay away from Jean Vente. He's got germs.
I didn't go to the St. Anthony annual banquet last night.
Hold your cough in, buddy.
Yeah, we're big supporters of St. Anthony school programs.
Okay.
Right through the Catholic diocese and special needs kids.
Yeah. It's
and
great.
I knew I was going to be
program.
coughing, and I said, I don't need to ruin this dinner for everybody.
Well, there you go. And
just
freak everyone out.
Oh, they'd go crazy.
Oh, you sniffle. If I'm in line, Chinese, if I sniffle, they'll look at me like, and I go, it just sinuses.
Yeah.
You got to announce, hey, just got sinuses.
Yeah.
Don't throw me out. Because
I'm with you.
It's a little rough.
It is.
Little rough. Don't want to ever get COVID again, trust me. I hope that's behind us. We never get another one.
It's not, Jim.
I know, but
it's nowhere near behind us.
I hope.
I mean, anyhow,
it's scary.
Let's save that for another day.
But anyway.
It is scary.
But, yeah. So Christmas is upon us, everyone. I hope everyone has a great holiday. And now if you get your tree up, John, I'd ask you, did you put your tree up?
No, Michelle's mad at me. She wanted to be decorated last week. It's more than a tree for us.
What do you
Jim.
do? Do you do a real tree?
No. We have 4 artificial trees of different styles. And decorating is a solid 8 to 10 hours. Producer Jim knows it's a truckload of stuff. I have you don't even want to know.
So your place
come over.
You have to look like the Kaufman's window.
It looks like the Kaufman's window. And it's my fault. It isn't her. It's me that's created
Outside
this.
too? Do you do outside?
No, outside we keep it simple and elegant. We do some wreaths on the windows, and I do my big, giant nutcrackers that I bought off of Oakmont Country Club. They're 6-foot-high nutcrackers, ceramic nutcrackers.
You got the biggest nutcrackers on your block. You know what's funny? Your neighbors aren't real close, so that's why you just classy, couple lights on the outside. Because when I lived in Green Tree, and what happens is you start out that way when your neighbors are all friends and are living close by. So you start out with simple and classy, elegant, and then you see somebody down the street goes a little nuts, and they go, oh, yeah, and I come back, I do mine. I go, by the time it's done, I swear to God, my house looked like the MGM Grand in Vegas. It had so many lights. It was like, I should have put free buffet or add something on the I should have performed in my house. It was that. I should Jim Krenn in the main room on Green Tree.
Yeah, no.
I should have did that because it was so many lights. Because you get competitive. Yeah. You don't want to be let down.
Yeah, I don't have any competition here in the country.
You don't want to win.
It's just me.
Yeah, that's what's nice.
Us.
There's just you.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's some neighbors further away, but not enough to get your competitive.
But the inside's a little kooky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
every
really?
room.
The tip
every
over
room.
to kooky?
No. I mean, it's elegant. Believe me. I
love kooky. I'm kooky. I embrace it.
We went to what's the place? Terra up in Sharon, PA.
Oh yeah, love Terra.
We went there like the week before Christmas last year, and it was just fabulous.
It's like a Dickens novel or something like that.
It is.
Can I have some more bread pudding, please?
So I had to go get more stuff.
Hungry.
And I had to take it up a notch.
Yeah,
I think it's classy. I mean,
so you went to Terra and said, "I got to be like this."
I did.
I'm going to bring a little bit of Victorian home. Baby.
That's what we do. And I had a photographer come in a couple years ago.
Wow.
But I squashed it. They wanted to do. Felt awkward. They came in, they photographed.
Right.
And then they want to do like a little Post-Gazette house thing.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it wasn't.
You don't want to do it.
I decided not to do it.
Oh man.
Maybe maybe
nice.
in the future.
Yeah. I can't wait to see your.
I'm very sensitive because I've got
employees
and I have charities I work with. I don't need to. I'm trying to say.
You have to show off your tree.
No.
And your nutcrackers. Where are the nutcrackers? Are they outside or inside?
Before you leave, I want to see. They're outside.
See them?
Yeah.
Really?
They're cool. They're 6 foot tall.
Whoa.
You'll see them. You'll like them.
I can't wait.
They'll like you.
I will take a photo and post them on Facebook for everybody to listen.
Yeah.
So you see them. That's great, man.
Right in front of the house.
How tall is your tree?
I have 4 trees.
Mine's
6 foot is the tallest.
I can't compete with you.
I'm sorry.
I'm like Charlie Brown next to you with my tree.
No, you're not.
I am. I got one tree. Lights, and I'm missing Wise Man. You got 4 trees. And all kinds of
And Michelle already
stuff.
said, no, that's going there. And that's
Really?
She's excited. Tomorrow is I promised her we're going to dedicate the day to decorating.
You know how people used to go out there, our Heartwood Acres, to look at the lights? I'm going to come out and look at John Bento's house. I'm just coming.
You would love to have
Could I come out and wander around? How would you charge for that?
Nothing.
Ticket? No.
Nothing. You should come over.
You should start charging $9.95 during Christmas.
You may recall
January.
last year you couldn't make it, but I have my Christmas party at the end of January.
Oh,
you
yes.
were invited.
I was. I
You were.
was sick.
You were,
I said flu
that's
or
right.
something.
You were
sick.
not feeling well.
But I will be
So
there
this year you'll be there.
Thank you. I can't wait. I love Didn't you love holiday parties, man?
Oh, they're fabulous.
Christmas party, the office party. Well, when I was in radio, that was classic.
Oh, you guys partied.
Radio people know how to party.
Oh yeah.
Radio people, that's their partiers. That's your.
Are they still that way? Do you think?
Oh yeah, never. It's just part of the blood of being in
Like
radio.
Lately, because
even the
of
corporate people, you gotta. Oh yeah, they still
our
party.
3WS thing with Bonnie Diver, Johnny Hartwell, Mike Frazier. They've been very cool to deal with.
Oh,
they're just nice
radio people.
Yeah,
but yeah, the parties. Well, I guess they were really wild back in the day. I guess.
Well,
when
Jim
first started.
worked with Kid Leo, if we can name names. Who was at the foundation of rock and roll, wasn't he? I mean, he could tell some. We should get him as a guest. That would be you. You know who Kid Leo is?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
all right. We got a list now. We got to write a list for everyone's listening. We can't let you down. We got these guests on here. All right, so we're gonna do a little work for 2024.
Different
this is fun.
kinds of
This
guests.
is all fun.
Yeah.
There's no work involved here. So all right, my little tree. Now see, competitive juices. You have 4 trees. I got 3 more trees. I'm gonna buy 3 more trees.
Yeah.
All right. No, I couldn't do that. My condo. Not 3 trees. That's overkill.
So are you still in the south side?
Yeah, 2 trees would be too much.
Okay.
One's perfect.
Right.
Maybe a little baby tree, like a little small one or something like that. Yeah, little. Hey,
if I had Michelle
not
would
my
love to
real
have a
tree
condo.
over there.
She would love to have something like that.
I love the condo
because this is just a lot to take care of.
Well, but I'm really jealous of your trees and your nutcrackers and everything. I don't have.
Well, next time you come over, we'll be decorated. And
could I borrow a nutcracker?
No,
one of them.
No, those are my babies.
Just one of them.
Nope.
For
Sorry,
a week.
brother.
I'll bring it back.
No, but thank you for.
I'll bring it
being
back
interested.
untouched.
No.
All right. You're that way?
I'm that way.
You want to be Scrooge? Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
You want to hoard your nutcrackers? Go ahead. You can do it. All right. Well, if this gets posted, first off, thank you for listening. But December 2nd,
Saturday
8 o'clock,
Penn
Hills Moose.
Where is the Penn Hills Moose?
I don't know.
Is it on Universal Road?
I put it on GPS and I'll find out.
Yeah, I think it's on Universal Road.
It's in Penn Hills. You know that?
Penn Hills is huge.
It is big.
It's huge.
I love Penn Hills. My people. My peeps.
Yep.
So I am very excited about that. And Merry Christmas. If we try to squeeze another show in, and I appreciate everyone who listens to the show. I really do. And we'll try to get one in. But if we don't, I just want to make sure to say in this one, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. 2024, which is kind of strange. And we'll probably if we squeeze another recording, and we'll talk about this, but when I was like 12 or 14 or 16, 2024, I thought we'd be flying. Thought we'd be the Jetsons.
Yeah. Well, we're close. We're close.
I want to be like George Jetson. I thought I'd be on a little spaceship. We'd be wearing little silver space suits.
Yeah.
All that stuff. But here I am in my jeans and T-shirt. Forget it. Oh well. We'll talk more about it. Merry Christmas, everyone. Jim Krenn, No Restrictions with John Bento.